Hey guys. Today you can see on my marching sticks across my bed. There's like 13 and a half pairs here, and I'm just gonna do a little walkthrough of all the pairs and which ones I think people should get and which ones I don't think people should get. Most of these I'll say you should get, but there are a couple pairs where I think you probably shouldn't get this one. Just depends on your preference and stuff. So my first pair is the Vic Firth MS1s. A pretty big stick. I find myself to use them on my tenor pad more than I do like on my regular practice pad because these feel more like tenor mounts almost. I'll give these probably a 5 out of 10 stars. If you want like a stick that feels like a tenor mount but you don't want to pay money for a tenor mount, get these. But like if you're looking for a good marching snare stick, don't get those. I mean, that's just my opinion. The next stick that I have here is the Vic Firth Jeff Queen solo stick. Very light. They're big enough for marching, but you can also use them for orchestral playing. So those are pretty nice. I give these probably an 8 out of 10 just because they're so light. Here's the Vic Firth Tom August sticks. Brown, kind of cool tip. Weight distribution is really nice. I find myself to think they feel a lot like the Hardimans, just like not as beefy, and they have a different tip. So I'll give these an 8. So that's not too bad of a stick. Here are the Hardimans, all around greatest marching stick, one of the greatest in my opinion. Barrel tip, Hardiman, weight distribution is really good. Projects nice. It's not too big of a stick, but it's not too small of a stick. I like it. Now to the innovative percussion category. These are Macintoshes. Not as light as the Queens, but not as big as the Hardimans or like DC50s or something. I like these. Big enough to play on Kevlar. You could probably get away with playing on Mylar with these as well without like completely screwing the head up. So I just got these today, and so far I'll give them a 9. Here's my last pair of innovative percussion snare sticks. These are FSPR2s, which are the Paul Reinick model. I've had these for about a year now, and I've liked these a lot. These were, before I got my Hardimans, these were my sticks that I had with me at all times. Weight's really good. I like the tip. It's not too big of a stick, not too small of a stick. And I'll give these guys probably a 10. ProMark, I just got these today too. These are DC50s. I like these a lot. The weight distribution's nice. The tip feels nice. They're a pretty beefy stick, but they're not too small of a stick. Or I mean, not too big of a stick. I find myself to think that they feel a lot like the Scott Johnson, the DC17s. So I like these a lot. Probably a 9 for those ones. Now we have the Scott Johnson DC17s here. I like these. These are all my ProMark ones are part of the System Blue line of sticks, marching sticks. So I enjoy these. These look older, but these are only 2 days old. But I've used them like nonstop. So weight distribution is really nice. Same tip as the DC17 or as the DC50s. I mean, DC50s are a little bit longer than these, like not even an inch longer. So I like those. Probably a 10 for those. The bag's not big enough. My last pair of ProMark are the System Blue Scott Johnson Scojo XB3s. I like these because you can play on like a table or whatever because it has the rubber tip on it. And they don't hurt it either. It quiets down a practice pad, and you can use them for like legato sounds or piano sounds on a drum. I'll give these a 7 only because the taper feels extremely weird. It's like really long And like obviously, if I use these nonstop on a drum, they'll probably break pretty easy. So, pretty good stick for a practice stick. You know, not a horrible stick. Let's see, on the tenor stick category, these are 2 days old as well. These are the Big Firth Tom August tenor hybrids. I like these. The weight distribution is really good. I like the tip, and I like the different step downs because it looks really nice. A little bit harder to put gaff tape on, but I mean, really nice, well-rounded stick. I like those a lot. Plan on buying a second pair of those so I can have 2 on my tenors. These are the Vic Firth Bill Bachman Billy Clubs. Made out of super dense stay pack wood. I somewhat like these. They look pretty old, but they're only like 6 months old. They have a little part where you can grip right here, or wherever you feel most comfortable gripping the stick at. Pretty heavy, kind of hard to do really fast stuff with, so I'll give these an 8. 7 or an 8. Oh, my back hurts. These are the Vic Firth MTS1 Core Master tenor sticks. These are the standard sticks for them. These used to be the Sean Vega tenor sticks for Vic Firth, but then they switched to ProMark, so they had to come up with something else because people like these so much. I put electrical tape on there and it just kind of chewed them up a lot. The tip, if you use, what are they called? Crimp lock heads. If you use crimp locks, they don't beat them up at all, but if you use like just regular pinstripes, they will beat them up somewhat. So I like those, except like this pair of them over here is like 5 days old and they're already broken. But these ones are made, they're lighter than these ones. I don't know how or why that is, but they just are. 9 out of 10 for those. Here, I'm gonna lay back here. Here are my innovative percussion TJs. My preference is I don't really like these a lot. Not that it's because it's Tim Jackson's, just because, like, if you look at the handle and you go up, it gets thinner. So the handle is a lot bigger, and the flow into the handle is really weird. Then it gets a little bit thicker up here, and the tip is actually kind of weird too. So like whenever you strike the drum, these vibrate in your hand a lot. So I think it's because of the weird kind of taper and stuff. So I give those probably a 5. These are my school's sticks, or mallets, I should say. They're mallets. These are you can't really even see the logo. These are the Vic Firth MT18S's, MT18-5s or S's, and these are the MT1A's tenor mallets. These are the gold ones. These are the lighter gauge aluminum. These are the silver ones. These are the heavier gauge aluminum. It seems the handle on this one is thicker than the one on this one. This is what we use. They're pretty comfortable to use. They look nice from a far distance. So I'll give these. And we've had these ones for about 10 years, or since whenever they came out with them, and these have lasted quite a long time. So I give these, probably for durability and feel, probably a 9 or a 10. So that is all my snare sticks, my tenor sticks, and everything, all my marching stuff, and these are just like my drum set sticks. And then, oh yeah, one more thing I also want to show you guys was these Roots 606. It's by Vic Firth. I recently got these in a raffle at Drum on Camp, and I really like these. Really nice for light playing. So those are good too. So those are my marching sticks, tenor sticks, and my Roots. So subscribe, comment, and do whatever the fuck you guys do on YouTube, and bye.